You.
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
So you got your ad account back over the weekend, but then we lost access to everything today. It's crazy,
But
crazy.
I already have access again.
Yeah, this is unfortunately how it is with Facebook, and you know this already anyway.
And I got a call. I don't know if it was a coincidence or if it was related. I got a call from a Facebook specialist, and they wanted to speak with me, but
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's because I posted your details last week, so hopefully they've got that.
No, it
It-
was one of those not a rep, one of those specialists.
okay.
They are always calling you. I have two calling me, at least two calling me, but I to be honest, I don't like to speak very much with them because
Yeah, absolutely.
first
So they,
first of all, we have a plan.
yeah,
They tell you, oh, try this, try that. I don't want to try any of that. I have a plan. I know what I'm doing. I know.
for sure.
So first, I know my business better than they do, and probably I know Facebook better than they do. So I've been
100%. The only reason to keep them is sometimes they can help out with like problems and stuff like that. Not all the time, but what
yeah,
I would recommend for you is direct them to your daughter. And that way she can learn about Facebook through them and she can act as, yeah, I'm running ads for this company and I'm still learning. She doesn't need to take any action they recommend, but it's good learning for her as well.
yeah, that's definitely a good idea. But the thing is, and in this case, I just have to turn it off, turn it down because it was an unsolicited call. She
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
called me out of the blue, wanting to speak with me.
Yeah, absolutely. That I totally understand. But if they email you, just refer that email to your daughter and just say, hey, just set up a call with these guys, just learn about what they talk about, and take their suggestions and say, yeah, we'll think about it, and then just do nothing. Um, but that's all good. So how are you feeling? How are you doing time-wise and work-wise?
So still the same, but things are progressing. So we are still. I hope to have something by the end of this week for the customer service
Oh,
rep,
excellent. Yeah.
and probably next week we will have something for the media buyer. So
And the customer service applicants, do they look good?
yes, they do. We got a lot of applications. So some of them we got hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Out of those, there were 13 that passed to phase 2. So the human resources department is now interviewing them.
Perfect. And so let's talk about the plan. Like once they start, do you have an idea of how you're going to train them and start
No,
passing things over?
I don't have SOPs or any of that. So what I'm going to do, or at least what I'm planning on doing, is just doing, it cannot be Zoom, like a Google Meet call. And for the first week, I will keep doing it myself. And they
Yes.
will just be observing me. And so if they have questions, they can ask, and I will be explaining what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Then we will do the opposite. So the next week, they will be doing it, but
Yeah.
still on a Zoom, on a Google Meet
Google.
call.
Yeah.
And I will be watching them doing it and intervening wherever I feel fit.
Okay.
After that, they should be good to be the person. It's just one person. She should be good to be on her own. No,
I'd recommend
very.
doing
It's not very hard.
it's not, no. The only thing is I'd recommend doing it as Loom videos because then you can file it. Because the thing is, there's no guarantee this person's going to be the right person for the
Yeah,
job and long term. So you don't want to waste time doing live calls and then you have to do it again, 4 weeks later. So I'd recommend for the first part, doing Loom videos and just sending those short videos over 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and saying, these are the things I want you to do. Go and watch the videos and then come back to me with questions because he or she might come back and say, I didn't quite understand what you meant when you did this. And then you can create a new video that way. And I think that's often faster and efficient. And also, if you need any help with creating SOPs and ideas and stuff, Jekka's willing to help. Like she's been doing customer service for 4 years now. So if you need help on either how to create the SOPs or how to kind of make sure you're covering all the right bits or whatever it is. Jekka can help out with that. And I like the second part. So they then do the stuff and then you watch on Google Hangouts. I think that's perfect. But for the first stage, write those videos out. It won't always be perfect first time because there'll be some things they didn't understand. And also also for that first week, give them access to everything and get them to learn about the brand and all
I
that
think
kind of stuff.
that's
Facebook group
critical.
and
That's critical. And that's I
absolutely.
think that's the hardest part. You know, it's
Absolutely.
that they need to have access to, of course, they need to have access to Shopify, but also to ShipBob and
Yeah.
understand how ShipBob works. And then you have
Absolutely.
the other company that fulfills the quilt patterns.
Yeah.
So I know those people and how to communicate with them. So
Yeah.
that's actually the more complex aspect of all of this, because for the rest, you know, replying, Reamaze, it's I don't use Gorgias, but Reamaze is basically the same. It's
That's right.
quite good, and they have integrated AI really well on it. So you just most of the time you just click a button saying reply, and AI writes the reply.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and the thing is, like, break down the things that you want them to take over and prioritize them, because I'd focus on the things that are taking most of your time first, and then the other things that can come whenever, and plan for 4 weeks for them to fully take over. So the first few weeks will be lots of back and forth. The next 2 weeks after that, you'll still be a little bit nervous about leaving them completely, but after 4 weeks, they should be able to take a lot more on as well. And also what I would say is, because you're in this kind of recruitment phase, it takes up a lot of time just once they've come in as well. So the customer service person, you're gonna have to train and support and hand over. And similar with the media buyer as well. We can put them through ad signals and give them all that support, but they'll still be coming to you with some questions on, what do you do with this ad account and why does it look like that? So one thing to consider is for March, to maintain your ad account and performance where it is as opposed to scaling, and give yourself the time to just focus on the team and stuff. And this is what I would
Actually,
do, just
I'm
balancing
quite
that out.
worried about that because the results have dropped 50%.
Okay.
And I know why, but I'm worried nevertheless. So we have this kit in February for it was a table runner for Easter.
Yeah.
It's not that it's no longer working.
Okay.
And the other kits, the performance is also dropping. We have a new one, still warming it up, not where I would like it to be, and I'm not sure if it's ever going to be where I would like it to be. So I'm a bit worried about that at the moment, because
Any other
it's a
kits
big
on
50%
Etsy?
is a big drop.
Yeah, for sure. Anything on Etsy, anything else that we can tap into?
Nothing that I found, we are working on a lot of new stuff, but we don't have it yet. So my feeling, at least from the February experience, is that we probably need a new kit every 15 days, every couple of weeks, and not every month.
Okay, interesting.
It depends, because this table runner only worked for 15 days. But I have kits that I've been running since August last year. They're still the performance dropped now, but they did work well until now. So it depends.
Any idea why? Is it like the colors, the pattern?
So something for Easter is very seasonal.
Yeah.
But that being said, so Easter hasn't been now. I would think that now is the right time to buy something for Easter. The other one is actually evergreen, but more for springtime. So it has a lot of spring colors.
Yeah.
But it did work. I mean, it was the same pattern but different colors for winter. So it was that snowman. I don't know if you remember it, the snowman quilt. Now it's the prairie. It's the same pattern but different fabrics. So that always sold well. But now it's dropping, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because it's the beginning of the month. I don't know.
So,
You know, I'm just, I don't know if I should pause them or if it's too soon and should just wait a bit longer and see if the performance picks up again. Because you know it's today is the March only had 4 days. So, and when I say that the performance dropped 50%, it was from us making $1,500 in profit per day to making $1,000 in profit per day. So it's nothing to sneeze at. So 1 year ago, if I was making $1,000 in profit per day, I would be super happy. Now I'm upset and I'm worried.
but that's fine, because that's your benchmark, and that's what we have to maintain. Can you share your screen on the potential patterns that you've got, either that you're selling right now, but also we could sell? Because one of the things I think we can work on is, like, everything is about angle. You know, we talked about this in the last call. Some people just need you to specifically tell them what this thing is for. So for example, even with Easter, I think there's still a few more weeks to push this. I think you have to tell them this could be an amazing Easter gift. That could literally just be the copy.
Yeah.
And then people are thinking, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. I could quilt this and give it to my niece or nephew or something like that.
Probably just tell them that they can make that in an afternoon or something like that. So for them not to be afraid that they will not finish it on time or whatever. Because everything is pre-cut, you know, it's not hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, if you want to test faster, just push it into a DCO. Just have one image of whichever quilt, the best image that generally works, and just have 5 or 6 different descriptions in there, and just quickly test it and just see which ones give you the highest click-through rate, highest conversion, and then you can form those into proper ads, or you just let the DCO run. Obviously the advantage of DCO is fast testing, but the disadvantage is it doesn't properly test everything. But in your case, this is a limited time promo. So for that reason, I'd still consider a DCO, put 5 or 6 copies in there, maybe 1 or 2 images or image versus video, and then just let Facebook figure out which one's the best one. That might be a quick recovery for that Easter one.
Yeah. And the thing, I don't like that offer a lot because it's a table runner, it's a lower price, so my margins are lower.
Yeah.
But you know, it did work, and I made a lot of money with it.
Yeah, and the key thing is, it's not just like we want to get them into your database as well, because you're going to resell to them, right? Something else. So that's also another thing to think about, is either how we customize upsells based on the product and the offer. So the Easter, what complements that? We can create either a bundle or a post-purchase upsell, but then also on the email list. So once someone comes into the email list, and I know we haven't quite gone into email yet, but what does that journey look like? So once they land, you know, they get their confirmation email, and then what's the step from there to getting the regular newsletters? Is there something there that gives them?
They start getting them immediately.
Okay, yeah. So I put a gap there, because what you want to do is one of the things is not everyone will know that you have a whole range of stuff. Not everyone will know that you've been selling for many years. Not everyone knows there's a big community, and that's an opportunity to really connect with them. So I would give 14 days, for example, to just work on brand and product and upsell and cross sell. So to give them ideas of, hey, you know, what would complement this, would complement that. With Active Campaign, for example, you can tag people based on the product they bought, and then in the emails they get, you can present offers depending on which tag. So the tag could be, you know, the name of the quilt or time of the month, spring, Easter, things like that. And then you can serve dynamic content. So you don't have to write multiple emails or create multiple flows. It'll just be one flow. And then based on what they buy, you can recommend something else in the flow as well.
That makes sense.
Because it's something we do with ad signals, and it works really well. So once you join ad signals, you tell us, are you e-com, freelancer agency, affiliate, things like that, then your first 30 days flow is based on specific content, but we only have one email, and that one email has 4 or 5 content pieces, and it will only show the one based on the tag as well.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, so do you want to kind of show me what's available in terms of product? Because I think we might be able to spin some angles on this as well.
So I just got some new videos that I'm going to test for the blades. They are uploading there. Let me
And
see.
are blades still doing well? Is that separate to?
Yes, yes, they are. So this is the one we are running now for March.
I can only see the media library screen.
I can share this. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I can see some images. Is this from the supplier or your own designer?
No, this is from my own designer.
Cool.
So I'm a bit, so we only have the pattern so far. So building a kit for this for Easter is going to be a challenge. So I need to see what I can do with this. But I think it's an interesting pattern.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see, because this is made with our bundles. So maybe instead of doing a kit, I will just add the links for the bundles for them to buy.
And just to talk me through this, so what actually comes in the kit? The squares, and they have to stitch the squares together, or something else?
Yeah, the all the in this case, no. In this case, it come there are some pieces of fabric, but they still need to cut them. But
Yeah.
usually
Oh,
those squares will come already pre-cut,
okay.
all these squares, and they just need to sew them together. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of getting the colors right, what's the guide or template that they use for that? Or do they just use a picture like this to get the right kind of shapes and colors in the right place?
So usually they have the SAQ, the SKU of the color.
Oh, okay.
But in this case, they know. So they should know.
Okay, that's interesting.
They,
So
they
is,
can use they can use the image. They can use the image because
yeah,
this is the fabric that we are giving them.
okay. So it's kind of like putting together puzzle pieces and
Yeah,
then
yeah, it is
stitching and stuff
exactly
like that.
that. Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. Um,
So this is one.
and the thing about this is like you could target Christianity as a target and things like that as well.
So our brand is assumed a religious brand. In our communications, we share stuff about God. Sometimes on customer support, we reply with something like "May God bless you," and we know that turns some people off, and that's okay. You know,
Oh,
that's the decision we made.
yeah,
It was a conscious and deliberate decision.
yeah, which is fine. Okay.
And
Any
yeah,
other?
we did get some people saying, "Oh, I don't want to mix religion with commerce, and you should be ashamed of yourselves," and blah blah blah. You know, that's okay. That's we cannot please everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. How long will it take then for that quilt to be ready for production?
So more than 1 month. So we cannot do
Oh,
that.
okay.
So what I need to do is just sell the pattern
Mm.
and add the bundles for them to buy if they want to buy the bundles.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is that easy to do in Shopify for you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Um, okay. And any others in particular that you're looking at as well?
Yeah. That's. Let me see if I can find.
And are there any, do you ever look at old designs to bring them back into ads and see how they perform as well? Like maybe 12 months, 18, 24 months ago?
We started selling kits is relatively recent for us. So the first one we start selling is the one we start selling in August that is still selling.
Oh, okay.
But usually, you know, usually things last a long time. So we have been selling and we will keep selling the blades for years.
Right.
The landing page we are using to sell the blades, so that landing page that says, oh, we are doing this experiment to lower the Facebook prices and whatever. It has been running for more than 1 year now. Actually, I think for more than 2 years now, and it's still going strong. And even the ads, they usually last more than 1 year. The ads for the blades, for the kits, as I said, we don't have that much data. But we have ads that we did run them for more than 2 years, and they did still work. And yeah, we do that. So if an ad stops working, we will pause it for like 6 months or something like that. Then we will test it again, and it will work again.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably easier for me to show you here what we have.
Also, have you done giveaways before and competitions and quizzes and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did, and they work well. They work really well. We used to do them. I did do them for like every week. I would have a giveaway on our mailing list. We used to do giveaways for Black Friday. Right now, I'm not doing them, and to be honest, it's just because it's something else to do, and it's another thing on the plate.
So one of our clients used to do, so they were selling candle kits in the US. And one of the things they did is at the start of every month, because most people get paid at the end of the month, start of the month. So at the start of the month, first of the month, what they'd do is they'd run a competition on their Facebook page, run ads against it to warm, hot, not bought, people like that, and get them to enter via Messenger. So it was like enter to get a free, I think it was like $100 credit to use on the store or something like that, or $100 worth of candles, whatever the price was. And they would get thousands and thousands of entrants every single month. One person won the prize, but everyone else who applied would then get a special 25% off anything on the store for a limited time. They drove a lot of revenue there. So basically what you're targeting is people that have visited the site, not purchased, people that have engaged, not purchased. So that kind of middle layer, and trying to get them to convert and trying to keep that away from customers, because you don't want to teach customers to, keep coming back from that. Yeah. If they do, it's fine. It's nothing end of the world, but it's just a way of cleaning up that middle layer of people that are thinking about it and just tipping them into the product as well. So it's just one thing to maybe plan at some point in the future when things are a bit calmer, just to give that a go. And I can help you with the ManyChat flow and stuff like that.
We did giveaways in the past, especially for growing the mailing list. They are amazing. The only thing is I'm not very sure about the quality of those leads.
These are people that are interested. So they've clicked an ad not purchased, or they've engaged in the page. So they should already know who Fabric Huts are.
It's different than doing cold traffic.
Yeah, I wouldn't go cold with something like that, but it's that just cleaning up that middle layer. So every 30 days, you're just cleaning up that list, and you should get like tens of thousands of dollars from that type of campaign.
Okay, so these are the quilts we are building right now, the kits. So this one.
So this is a nice design because it's got that kind of summer picnic kind of feel to it as well.
Yeah. So so my designer, she brought me 4 designs, and I sent them to the page and to the group just to see what people what was the opinion of our customers. And they did like this one.
Cool.
They didn't like this one, but some people referred they didn't like the colors. They think they are
quite dark. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think it's almost like the black line that goes all the way across diagonally. Like if that was white, it might just lift the whole page.
Exactly. So probably it's just the call. The problem is probably just the colors, not the pattern.
That's right.
This was the by far the one everybody loved this one. So there
It's cool.
was no one saying that they didn't like this one. Everybody loved this one.
So I tell you what, this looks very similar to the Texas flag. I imagine this would sell really well in places like that.
Yeah.
So
And
this,
there was some
sorry,
acceptance on
so
this one, but
so
not.
just that previous one, I reckon that when it comes to Independence Day,
Yeah, this is for July. Yeah.
this would be huge. Like this would be a huge one for that.
Yeah, that's our plan.
Cool.
And we expect to have it ready by then for sure.
Yeah. And the messaging has to all be about gifting, because the thing is, when Independence Day comes, everyone's invited to everyone's house, they have Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff. And gifting is a big part of that as well. So I think just again shifting the message to say what amazing Thanksgiving gift this could be.
Yeah.
That will take off.
So this one, there was some acceptance. Many people said, okay, this will do a really good baby quilt.
Yeah, I agree. They're baby colors, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's again like the same message. It's like what an amazing gift for a newborn. That's all you have to say. And then it gets people thinking, oh right, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, my daughter's niece pregnant, whatever it is, that kind of thing. Can you're just seeding that idea in their mind as well.
Yeah. And also that there is no better gift than the one you make yourself. So
100%.
although they are buying the kit, they are building it themselves.
100%.
And basically, so this is what we are working at the moment regarding ads. So I can show you. And we can look at the results.
Yeah.
So this one, this is an old one. It's not new.
Yeah.
This has a lot of engagement. You know, I half of my day is replying to messages of people saying, "Oh, I love this pattern. I love this. I love this. It's beautiful. Great job. I love this." But this has a problem. Because the way it is built, many people don't want to buy the kit because they want to make it with leftover fabrics that they have.
Oh, okay.
And they want to buy the pattern and not the kit, and that is lowering my AOV.
So what's the difference in price?
So I sell the pattern for $12 and
okay.
the kit for 138.
Okay.
So the one we are selling this month is this one. And I'm still not sure how, like, we can look at the ads. I would like your opinion on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I have two campaigns here. This is the first one, a testing campaign. Not really good results, but doesn't matter because it's testing, it's not to get results.
Oh.
Actually, we have almost 4 rows, so it's not that bad. Oh,
Yeah,
but we have an outlier here. So we had a customer that made a purchase of $2,500.
That's crazy.
And she didn't buy that particular kit. She bought the old ones. And then
is she a brand new customer or a repeat customer?
No, it's a new customer. She bought eight kits of 2 different quilts, so 16 kits total. But then she asked to change the order only to 5 kits of each. So I had to refund her $800.
And did you find out why? Like, what's her?
No, actually, I could have asked her because she reached out to me, so I could have asked her why she put so many.
Yeah, I'd still do it and just say, hey, you know, I really appreciate your business. We're a growing business and we really want to understand our customers better. Just want to know, like, what's your plan with the 5 kits? Is it a club? Do you have, you know, whatever it is? It just might help. It might be something there.
So this one I don't know. We have some customers like that for the blades, and they have quilting stores. So they buy the blades in bulk to sell on their stores.
Like online or in
No, retail stores.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so let's take that one out as an outlier. There's still some 2.2, 2.5 RAS ones there as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, the AOV makes a difference here. And maybe that's all it is. I mean, if you look at the two underperformers, the AOV is lower. What's the conversion rates? Do you have a column for conversion rate? So the two things I'd add is conversion rate from product page to cart, and then also click to purchase as well. Yep, so that link clicks. Yep, and then make that a percentage. And then ATC divided by view content.
You want
just a
the
product
conversion
page.
rate for it at the carts. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can do the other one as well, which is purchase divided by add to cart as well, which is your cart conversion rate. So this one is add to cart. It's further down. Yep. And divide by view content.
It's better for link clicks.
So the only thing about link clicks, you're not going to get 100% of link clicks.
Okay. In this case, it will work.
Cool. Type in content view. It's the other way. Oh yeah, it's there. Cool. And then percentage again. You might as well add the other ones as well, which is purchase divided by add to cart as well. One other thing is when you create these metrics, select that they're available for everyone, not just you, so that when your daughter and other media buyers access, it's available for them as well. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so like that bottom one, I'd say is the audience is an audience problem.
Yeah, and this
Are you running the same ads?
It's the same ads. It's interesting that this open target one is the best performing one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I did take the best performing ad from this because it already has more than 5,000 impressions. And I did put it on Advantage Plus campaign.
Yeah.
You can look at that as well.
So this is so which ad sets is this going against? Okay, so that's the sewing and
open target.
I mean, for you, it looks like open target is just generally better anyway.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, the thing about open target is it relies on ad account history, pixel history, and your website's content to figure out who to target. You've been running ads for so long. I'm not surprised that, no interests are generally required for this. And the other thing is when you're using Advantage Plus campaigns, it's using a lot more knowledge. Like the algorithm behind that is pretty clever, especially when you got lots of data. So I think you're going to get to a stage where you don't really need as many interests or even lookalikes, maybe for scaling, for different types of scaling. But if you can make broad work, it's just going to make your life so much easier.
I've been using broad for a long time, for years, you know. Just recently I started testing interest again.
Oh, okay. I see.
For a long time I was only using broad.
So I spoke to someone yesterday. So he's actually from, I think he's in Romania, but he kind of serves the Eastern European market. He's in just joined the coaching program as well. He's on the call, and his setup is something I'd recommend for the scaling stage, which is he runs CBO, best ad sets, best ads. He's running bid costs, manual bid on the bid caps, not on cost caps. Now, I prefer cost cap because it's more predictable and stable. But bid cap, what he's doing, and I don't recommend this for you right now, it's something to explore later on, is bid cap allows you to scale faster because you can get into more auctions. And actually, bid cap is the only true manual bid, but cost cap gives you stability. So you cost cap, you will lose out on sales, but it's a lot more stable as well.
Yeah, I use BidCap, as you know, I use BidCap. On this one, I actually didn't use it.
Yeah.
But I use BidCap on some campaigns. And the reason I use them is because they work.
Yeah, for sure.
So this one.
The only thing is about bid cap, you have to monitor it every day because it flexes based on the auction. So some days good, some days bad. And you may find you need to just play on the bids as well.
We are using
so that's cost cap.
it is okay. But usually, so because I don't have any other option here, this is a Advantage Plus campaign. But usually I use
Yeah. Okay.
But going back to this one again. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I spend $2,500 a year. I'm with a 2.819 ROAS, $48 cost per purchase. You know, it's not bad. But cool. When you look at this one, I used to have 3+ ROAS. So if you look here at the last 30 days, for instance. 2.89, and if you look at maximum, 2.68. But the cost per purchase is basically the same.
Yeah, it's your AOV, and I think that's the thing that you need to tighten up. And one of the things I'd love to experiment with you at some point is working on single product landing pages a bit more. So like you've got the advertorial, but taking more of the kind of Shopify layout, but having no links at the top and just focusing 100% on the experience. So if I show you an example.
I actually did that for the table runner to test prices. So I created 10 different pages with the different price on each one of them.
Yeah.
I can actually show you what I did.
Cool. Because we've done a lot of testing with those kind of single product e-com pages for multiple product stores, and they do outperform, and it allows you to bundle and cross-sell and stuff a lot better as well.
It gives you way more freedom. So
yeah.
So if you look here, and then I had personalized ads for each one of these pages.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Which tool do you use? Is it Shogun or something else?
Zipify.
Oh, okay.
From Erza.
I haven't used Zipify for landers. How easy is it to create this?
It's super easy.
Okay.
They have, so the best thing about Zipify is that Erza, he has all these templates that he uses on its own e-commerce stores.
Cool.
So they are proven winning templates.
Perfect.
That you can just take them and then replace what it's in there for your products. Yeah. Or you can start from scratch. It's super easy to use. You know, you can build a landing page in half an hour.
Okay. Yeah, that's something I'd like to work on some testing. So I've got some ideas on what could work for you just based on what's worked for us. And then I think that's something to test as well for.
And the good thing, so what I did here on this example I just showed you is, and that's the reason I use this to test prices. You see, I tested different from 50% discount, 5% discount.
Yeah.
But the product is the same. So the discount is dynamic on the page.
Yeah.
So I can go here, and if we edit here, where is it? It's here.
If you go back to product, there's a link next to the product name. Is it there? Maybe. Go back to the previous screen. There's a product discount thing at the top. Is it maybe there?
Where?
On the left there, yeah. Is there anything at the drop down?
Oh, it's here, yeah. So here we select percentage dynamic, and I set the discount here. So
Yeah.
I don't if they go to the store, the product is at full price. If they want to get this discount, they need to get it from here. And this is
Okay.
actually, and the cool thing about this, which I like, is the discount is going to show on the checkout page. Now, because when you do, like I usually do, the discount on the product like this,
Yeah.
and you add it to cart, you really don't see any discount there.
Yeah,
You don't
sure.
see
There was now.
the original price and the discounted price.
Yeah.
And that way you can actually see how much you're saving.
Okay. That's cool. So and I think going back to the ads, I think when you're seeing those kind of ROAS drops, it's just asking the question why. And I think in your case, AOV plays a huge part. And then just
So
looking at
what I
rate as
did
well.
here, and that's the reason the AOV here is lower. So I always start with a lower price for the ad to get traction.
I see. Okay.
And I've been increasing the price $10 every day.
Cool.
So this is going to naturally increase, but hopefully we will sustain conversion rate.
Yeah, and that's the thing to keep an eye on. It's both the conversion rate from click to purchase, but also in particular from product to cart, because that's the biggest intent. Not everyone's going to obviously buy. And this is something for you to keep in mind as well. When you're looking at daily performance, that conversion rate from product page to cart is going to tell you what the daily intent is, knowing that not everyone that clicks buys on the first day. So even though your ROAS, today is slightly lower, tomorrow it will probably increase as long as that cart conversion rate maintains whatever the average is over the last 3 or 7 days, or whatever you know to be the average for that product page. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So in a similar way, we look at click-through rate to know exactly what's happening right now in the auction. I'd also look at that conversion rate as an early indication, especially when you're doing testing. So when we looked at that data, I could see which ones had potential, which ones didn't, just by the intent. And ultimately, whoever's in your testing section, they might get hit by another ad anyway and convert somewhere else. But at least we know what their intent was.
So, but looking here, actually, this ad is pretty strong because it's above average, above average, above average.
Yeah.
I am actually losing money on this one, although I have $1,000 in profit here. The average profit value is $45. I'm paying the vendor $70 per kit.
Okay.
So I'm losing a lot of money here. Maybe the problem is just this one.
Yeah, true.
Actually,
and maybe
I'm losing money on all of them because I'm paying $70 for this one and $65 for this one.
Okay.
So I'm losing money on all of this.
And then the thing is, there's two sides of this. One, we need to get the cost per acquisition down, which is a bit more harder, or you just keep on testing that price and find that point where you can squeeze more profit out without impacting conversion here as well.
On this one, we are almost breaking even.
Okay. And what's the conversion rate for those three? How does that compare? Okay, yeah, so site conversion rates, a big difference. Yeah, I mean, that bottom one is converting just generally a lot better. And that top one is a problem, yeah.
Yeah. Should I pause it?
I would, yeah, and just focus on those two. Like even the
Because
click-through rate is lower and
we
everything as
already
well.
have a lot of reach there.
But the problem is Facebook doesn't know what is going to be more important to you. So it'll keep on pushing more traffic there. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, they don't know. You know, because looking here, you know, for Facebook side, you have 1.89 ROAS.
What? Yeah, but the thing is, it's looking at cost per purchase. It won't really look at ROAS unless you're doing ROAS bidding, and it will look at the cost of purchase. If that looks like it's within its average and what you're getting, then like if you look at the average here is $48 across all three, it will continue looking at the averages as well and say, well, 51
And
is
you know,
close to.
this is what I was telling you. So this product sells for $139 and the AOV is $96
Yeah,
because that's the one that they prefer to buy the pattern.
yeah. And maybe that's a candidate to go for a single product page landing page that they don't know that you can do the separate pieces.
Yeah.
And just try to funnel them in on that as well. And maybe add some kind of bundle offer, which gives it the same price, but you're adding value, like a free 25-page ebook on something. Like sometimes it just needs that extra value to tip people into buying the actual key product.
Because this is actually in terms of interest, this is a great product.
Okay.
You look here, 1,500 comments, 1,100 shares, so 14,000 likes. There's a lot of interest in this product.
Yeah, true.
Actually,
Yeah,
I don't like this very much because I'm exposing myself to competition. Every time I see metrics too good, I know that this is
for
going to
sure.
start showing on the on those apps that people look to get ideas. But as you say, not at this moment I'm not too concerned about that because there's a lot of branding here,
Yeah,
so it's not easy for someone to just come and start doing this.
absolutely. Cool. Okay. Anything else to cover?
Oh, regarding going to Canada in April,
Hmm.
it's probably going to be a bit hard because my daughter she still has classes, so she's still in
Yeah, of
school.
course, of course.
I could go. I don't know if
Okay.
you think it will be valuable for me to go or not.
I think it will be valuable. There will be some e-commerce stuff, but mostly it's going to be about how to create front-end offers on Facebook, how to structure your messaging using AI and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of it we are working on, but I think the advantage for you would be being around the other people and learning from them as well, like what
Yeah.
they're doing. I'd say at the moment, maybe 80% are freelancers and agencies, 20% have their own offers. And a lot of it's going to be about, how to get the lower cost per acquisition, but also get the higher ROAS. And it's going to be about AOV and funnels and messages and stuff like that. We've got two guest speakers. One's a lady that focuses on low front end offers to sell high ticket. And the other speaker is to talk about funnels and conversions and things like that.
Okay, sounds good.
So, I mean, there's no cost for you. It's just, if the timing works and you can definitely, if you can take the time out of the office, because hopefully by then the customer service person's
Yeah,
taken over
yeah,
service,
it should.
it might be a good opportunity to use that time as well.
Okay, and visit Canada. I've never been in Canada.
Well, there you go. And if you can, so it's going to run on Thursday and Friday. But if you come Wednesday, there'll be like a pre-evening get-together event Thursday, Friday. Stay till Sunday. and then spend a day out in the mountains and touring and stuff. Like there's so many amazing things to do.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. I'll send you the code over so you can, if you do decide to join, it's like the 100% off code. And yeah, that'd be cool to meet in person as well.
Okay. I think that's it.
Cool. All right, good stuff. Yeah, so like I said, just like balance that time between.
Before we go, so there's the other thing here. If you still have 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can do 5 minutes.
So these campaigns you created.
Yeah.
So looking at this, my feeling is that for me to use this, I should pause everything I'm doing and starting from scratch the right way. And we can do that. As I said, I'm not very pleased with the results right now. Profit is down 50%. So maybe it's the right time to stop everything and just start with something with this structure. I have some that's what's loading here. So I have some new creatives to test for the blades.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't stop it. I'd use it to merge. So what can be added now that doesn't impact what's working? Any new tests, then can use the new structure as an example. So you can do both. What you don't want to do is disrupt the stuff that's working, because some of it is working, some of it is profitable. It's just not all where it needs to be.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, as you go through this, like for example, it'd be very easy to. So the challenge for you is running those advantage campaigns. Facebook is targeting top of funnel and bottom of funnel at the same time. So it would need a different strategy to now start including the level 3, which is using dynamic product ads just for retargeting as opposed to both. They're things that we need to think about strategically. Is it the right thing to do? But even like the customer campaigns, that can be run separately anyway. And talking about new products, new releases, new ideas, and the Facebook group and things like that. The warm, for example, if we decide to run a that quiz on Messenger, perfect. We'll run that to the warm audience, for example. So there are things that you can cross over as well.
Okay. So when I start using this, I'm probably going to need a bit more attention on this for a few days. You or someone else needs to be looking daily, almost daily, to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you could just ping it in Slack, and myself or Sophia, who's helping me, can have a look at that for you as well.
Okay. And I'm probably going to change it to the other account because I don't want to use this account.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, this was just as an example. You can rename the campaigns and stuff, but just to give you an idea of the structure as well.
Okay,
cool.
Sounds good.
All right, good stuff. Well, I'll see you on Slack and we'll speak again soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Cool. All right, cheers. Bye.